So balance progressions, the way I like to describe it to people, basically we're going to start with our feet hip width apart, and then we're going to move into a lean. So first part of balance progressions, feet apart, hip width, left, right, and then forward and backward. We're kind of assessing and building up to a slightly harder balance progression you'll see in a second. Once you get the hang of that, we're going to bring both of our feet together, make our base a little more narrow. This is going to be a little bit tougher on your balance. Same concept, feet all the way together, left, right, forward, and backward. Nice and easy. That's step 2 of the progression. Step 3 is slightly staggering our feet now. So if you kind of look down at mine, I'm in a semi-tandem position. Feet are still together. Same concept though. Right, left, forward, and backward. This is where you'll probably notice maybe a little bit of unsteadiness on your feet. Might be a little more difficult for yourself. Right, left, forward, and backward. And then the hardest variation of this is bringing your feet heel to toe. This is going to be the least amount of base for your balance. So it's going to be the toughest one. Make sure you have your hand near that chair to grab onto in case you need it. Right, left, forward, and backward. Nice and controlled. Don't feel bad if this one's tough. This one is very, very challenging. And by doing that lean, we're making it even more challenging. Go ahead and come off that side. We're going to do the same thing on the opposite direction as well. So the first 2 progressions are exactly the same. They're balanced. So right, left, forward, backwards. The only reason I do this is just formality and to keep it equal. We'll go ahead and bring both feet together once again. Forward, backward, left, right. Just getting a nice little assessment of where our balance is for today. Very nice. Now we're going to do semi-tandem or slightly staggered on the other direction. Same concept. Right, left, forward, backward with that slight stagger. Again, remember to keep your feet together. That's going to make this the most challenging. And then the last one, of course, is to do a full heel to toe. Have your hand near that chair. Left, right, forward, and backward. Good, and relax. Very, very nice. Okay, so what we're going to do is I want you to either pick the full heel to toe or the half heel to toe. Whatever one was semi-challenging for you, okay? Pick the one that's a little bit challenging. And what we're going to do is go back to that position, okay? So for myself, I'm just going to demonstrate with the half hold. And then what we're going to do next, we're going to put our hands out in front, and we're going to do a side-to-side lean or a side-to-side twist, okay? Very gently side-to-side. If this is tough for you, you can actually have your hand kind of near that chair to use as a balance assist. But of course, if you don't feel like you need it, just keep that hand touching each other. Nice and carefully. Good. Go ahead and relax. Stagger your feet in the opposite direction. Same concept here. Hands are going to be out in front. Nice, careful lean one direction. Lean towards the other direction. Nice and easy here. About 15 more seconds. Try to get 2 more slight passes. Feel free to increase the difficulty too by going up into a full heel to toe. Good. Go ahead and relax on that side. Okay, next exercise, one of my favorites called clock taps. You're going to imagine a clock, 12 o'clock all the way around, well, back up to 12 o'clock. Basically a normal 12-hour clock. And then you're going to stand on one leg, and then with the other leg, you're going to tap one of the hours, come back, tap the other hour, come back, other hour, back. And then essentially you're going to go all the way around, filling 6 hours on your clock tap on one side, and then you're going to come up all the way back. So we're just going to be working on one leg to start. We'll do the other one in just a second. About 15 seconds though more on this leg. Another key point with this exercise is to try to keep about 80% of your weight in your leg. So the leg that's stable, you basically want it to be almost all your weight. You're just lightly tapping with that free leg, okay? Nice and controlled. Good. Make sure that leg gets all the way back. Go ahead and finish whatever repetition you're at right there. We're going to take a breath, make sure we're feeling okay. We're going to now transition to the other leg. Same exact thing. So for myself, I'm now going counterclockwise. You should be doing both clockwise and counterclockwise on your clock. Make sure you're having equal work on your legs. Again, remember the cues. We're thinking about pardon me, lost my train of thought. We're thinking about keeping 80% of our weight in our leg that entire time, and then making sure we retreat and touch our foot back to that other leg at the beginning, okay? All the way around. 10 more seconds here. Good. And relax. Very nice. Okay, take a big break. Make sure we feel okay. What we're going to do next here is kind of a similar exercise, but we're going to do a static hold. So that one is very dynamic. This next one's going to be static. What you're going to do, two different things. The first thing is you're going to bend your legs slightly. The second thing is you're going to bring your free leg forward, okay? So we're kind of lowering our center of gravity to the ground, and then that free leg, you can kind of use it to tap and catch yourself if you need to, but ultimately, I want to see if you can try to hold on your single leg for even just a few moments. So if you haven't already started, feel free to go ahead, because it's been 20 seconds for me, and this is already pretty challenging. So keep that leg out there. Try to keep it nice and straight. Again, this is a good progression for single leg balance. Of course, single leg strength. Go ahead and relax on that side. Take a breath. We're going to repeat on the other direction. So the 2 steps, again, have your hand near that chair in case you need it. Bend that leg a tiny bit, so it's kind of a mini single leg squat hold. And then that front leg is going to be straight out in front, offering a little bit of balance assistance here. Good. 15 more seconds. Have your hand near that chair in case you need it. Good. Go ahead and end right there. Very nice. We're going to do the same concept now, except we're going to work in a different plane. So move back to the leg you started on. And what we're going to do now, same thing. You're going to bend that leg. That's the first thing. Second thing is to put it out to the side now. Out to the side, okay? You can kind of shimmy your chair around to have it in case you need it. But remember, the key with this is we're trying to not hold on to anything. And if you do need to kind of tap yourself and catch yourself to have a little assistance, that's okay. Do your best to try not to, though. 10 more seconds here. Hang tight. 3, 2, 1. Very nice. Go ahead. We will repeat on the other direction. Same thing. So the first thing, slight knee bend, kind of move into that single leg squat. And then over to the other side with that foot. Just a tiny bit. Tiny bit. If you do need to kind of catch yourself and use your foot there as a tester, that's okay. That's great. Just try to keep it the most you can. And if you do need to hold on to something the whole time too, there's no shame in that either. 5 more seconds. Hang on tight. Good. Go ahead and rest. Let's do a little bit of just normal static balance to kind of calm down our heart rate a little bit and give our muscles a little bit of break. Feet are going to be together for this one, and then you can watch me do this first. We're going to close our eyes whenever we're comfortable and ready. So we're going to close our eyes. That's going to be the first thing. The second thing is those leans we did earlier. So this is where it's going to get a little bit more tough. Feet together, side lean with your eyes closed. This is very challenging, and you'll realize it. So make sure you have your hands near that chair, maybe even right in front of it or right behind it. Either direction, left, right. And then forward and backward if you're feeling okay and comfortable. Again, tread easily into this. 10 more seconds. Try to get a couple more passes. Very nice. Go ahead and relax. Okay, so what we're going to do next here is a kind of gait training exercise that works your balance and also your hip mobility. And it's going to involve two things. The first thing is going to be taking a large step forward as much as you can. It's basically going to be kind of double your normal walking step. And then second part is going to be taking a big step backwards. So we're thinking about driving through the foot, going forward, and then driving through that other foot, going backward. The more you can push through, the more power and strength you're going to get through the legs. And also, the faster you're going to be, so the harder it's going to be to stop yourself with your balance, okay? So really try to drive on both aspects through your legs, okay? We're going to repeat on the other side in just a second. We're going to get 10 more seconds on this side. Big push forward, big push backward. Good. Really challenge yourself here. Really challenge yourself. The more you can get that gait or that distance on your step, the harder and the more work this is going to be. Improving your balance, of course. Finish one more time. Very nice. Let's repeat on the other direction. Same thing. You're going to be driving through that back foot and then driving through that front foot, trying to get as much distance as you can. Working our hip mobility here, balance, power, speed, a lot of different things here. Try your best. Forward and backward. We got 10 more seconds. See if you can get one more time up, one more time back, maybe one more time up for good measure. Good. Finish on that side. Good repetition. Let's do a little bit of ankle strengthening exercise. So feet are going to be together again. This is going to work our balance quite a bit too. Have your hand near that chair in case you need it. Feet together. We're going to be coming up on our tiptoes, trying to hold for a split second at the top, and then slowly down. Coming up, hold, slowly down. Slow and controlled is the name of the game here on this one. If you do need to shadow with that chair, no problem at all. Up, down, up, down. One more time. Up and down. Very nice. Okay, so what we're going to do next is bring our base out a little bit. So feet are going to be hip width apart. We're going to come up on our tiptoes, but what we're going to do is a slight march on our tiptoes. So very, very challenging. Our base is going to be very narrowed, obviously, to our tiptoes. So first step is try to come up on your tiptoes. Second step is to just do as big of a march as you can, okay? Big of a march as you can. And even if that means just a light shift back and forth, that's still great. That's challenging your balance. Good. Very nice. Go ahead and relax on that position. We're going to finish today with one of my favorites. Pretty challenging. This will be a good finish for you guys. So it's a march into a reverse lunge. So there's two things. The first thing is a march, bringing your leg up as high as you can. If you need to hold on to something, that's okay. And then you're bringing that same leg back, bending your front knee into a lunge, okay? Go as low as you comfortably can without pain. So two things up, second thing back. Up and back. Good. Going back on that reverse lunge will really challenge yourself on your overall balance. So be careful. Have your hand near that chair in case you need it. Up and back. Good. Let's do one more all together. Up and back. Very nice. Very nice. A little key for this too, if you do want to make it a little bit easier, the wider your step out is, the easier it'll be. The more narrow your step back is, the harder it'll be. So take a slightly wider step, it'll be a little bit easier, or make it a little bit harder by keeping it narrow. Let's repeat on the other side. Go ahead and bring that leg up, slowly back. So we're coming up first, and then reverse lunge back. So we're taking that step back with our leg, up with the leg, and then bring it backwards. Up and back. Good. 10 more seconds here. Let's get two more here. Up, all the way back. Bend that front knee. Up and back. Good. Go ahead and move behind the chair. We're going to do a little bit of a cool down. This first one's just kind of a nice passive stretch for our inner thighs here. And all we're going to do is just sit here for a second, Just kind of let that area loosen up a little bit. Make sure it's further enough on a distance where you actually feel a light, gentle pull on your inner thigh. Then what we're going to do is gently lean towards one direction. You can hold on to something or go free if you'd like. Go ahead and slowly come to the other side. Again, we're not trying to get any knee pain in this. We're just getting some gentle mobility. Very nice. Go ahead and now, with your hands on the back of the chair still, take a step backwards. You are then going to push your butt straight back. Push your head through the hole your hands create. And we're going to take a big breath in. Big breath out. Take one more big breath in. Let that head hang nice and low. We're going to stand up nice and tall now. Very good. Hands to the side. Let's go ahead and do a big reach up to the sky, similar to what we did at the start of class. Coming all the way up, big far reach. Let's reach to the side once again. Reach to the other side once again. Good. Slowly come back down. Very nice. Let's go ahead and we'll move to the side. We're going to be bending over to touch our toes. So if you do need to hold on to something, feel free to. Otherwise, pushing that butt back very lightly, trying to reach down as far as we can. Don't really worry about your knees staying bent or straight in this position. Just get a nice good stretch on your back and hamstrings as far and as low as you can. Good. Go ahead and slowly stand back up. Very nice. Take a big breath. Make sure you get that blood back in your head. We're going to finish with a calf stretch. Moving into that split stance. Front knee is going to be bent. That back heel, we want it planted directly in the ground. And also our toes pointed forward. Both of them pointed forward. Go ahead and now push that front knee forward. Should feel a nice stretch on the back of your thigh here. Back of your calf here. And then we're trying to remain upright the entire time, okay? Trying to remain upright. Take a big breath. Go ahead and come off that side. We'll repeat the other direction. Front knee is going to be slightly bent. Back heels planted into the ground. Keep it in the ground the whole time. Both toes are going to be pointed directly forward. Trying to keep that body nice and upright. Take a good breath in this position. Good breath out. Very nice. Go ahead and come off that side. And we are all finished for today. Good work, everyone. Way to challenge yourself.